And what I found was there's a cycle. There's a big cycle.
Hey insiders, so what exactly is the cycle that is being referred to by Ray Dalio? Why isn't he making it obvious that we are under a great financial threat and the entire United States of America could have to bear the problems caused due to the same? Is it really that harmful though? Welcome to our channel, Financial Insights, the place where you are always a little bit smarter and wiser after seeing one of our valuable videos so you can develop your financial knowledge. Don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Let's jump right into today's topic. To give you a spoiler of the answer, we can tell you a fact. More money is in the hands of Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, and Bill Gates than the 50% of the American population combined. Is that good or bad? Stay tuned to find out more about it. Ray Dalio is an American billionaire businessman, a philanthropist, and an author who has also served as co-chief investment officer at Bridgewater Associates. He has been there since 1985. He himself founded the Bridgewater in 1971 in New York and worked relentlessly upon it to bring around $5 million investment from the World Bank within the first 10 years of the same. With the title of one of the greatest innovators of all time in the finance world, he has been able to bring forth many different types of practices that small investors can use to develop their skills and start earning a lot more to understand their true value. Born in New York City, he attended C.W. Post College for Long Island before pursuing his MBA from the Harvard Business School. He launched Bridgewater in his own apartment, which was listed as the largest hedge fund in the world in 2013. This person has a lot more experience than many people who are investing that makes him the perfect person to predict, forecast, and even decipher the trends of the market in a much more accurate manner. Ray has been an ardent follower of current changes that are taking place around him. This is a very important characteristic for any investor. He certainly was acing it. He was capable of earning a lot more income through his knowledge and timing than anything else. Being the son of a musician and after working at many odd jobs, he realized his purpose in the world and decided not to follow his father into the music industry, even though his father was doing pretty well back then. Ray also worked as a caddy driver in the golf links that was within walking distance from his home at Jackson Heights. Today, Ray is considered to be one of the most experienced and learned persons when it comes to all investment aspects. In one of the interviews, Ray points out the extreme volatility that is being noticed in the American market. He fears that this volatility and the sudden changes in the graph are all an indication of something worse that is coming towards the Indian economy. However, he refers from using any strong words to indicate these mishaps that could strike America really soon. While we are all still going through the pandemic, and many other countries like that of India are going through the second, deadlier wave of this subjectively novel virus, subjective because many claim that the antibiotics are ineffective since people develop the disease after the vaccination. The fight seems to be a long way before it sees an end. This has also led to a lot of disturbances in the financial world. To make things worse, another factor that certainly has played a major role in putting more pressure onto the system is the block that was caused in the Suez Canal very recently. As such events keep on occurring, it affects the financial stability and the trading powers of the entire world. Ray speaks specifically of the things that could happen to America and puts in a lot of points that related to the war times many years back. He starts by saying that there is always a cycle. He then moves on saying that several years ago we had wars going on across the world that concluded with peace and harmony as lands were divided and the world agreed to choose one common currency for the world that became the dollar, for trade and other purposes. Now, when we relate these two sentences, we can decipher that what Ray is trying to hint is that this may change as we lose the stability and the cycle we are in currently starts turning yet again. This is a bit scary as that could lead to a huge instability that cannot even be measured by the market. The apocalyptic tone that he has been using can also be further noticed in the writings that he has been posting through his LinkedIn handle. He has been indicating the changes that we could see in the market and in the entire country pretty soon than we expected it to be. Let us look at one of the theories that he has put forth through the classic toxic mix, one of his posts on LinkedIn. One of the major toxic mixes that he has focused on is the fact that people on the country are in bad financial shape. Now, if you combine that with the very first statement we made where the billionaires had enough money with them to stand equivalent to 50% of the entire population of America, this point needs no further evidence or proof that the people are really in a bad shape. This may be compensated by printing more money by the government as they themselves do not have many options left. This printing of money also has consequences as it could lead to a drop in the value of the dollar and consequently destabilizing the entire system. This drop in the value of the dollar could subsequently diminish the value of bonds. This further could lead to a rise in the value of stocks, gold, and all other commodities that certainly will lead to further instability. Let us look at the chart that was published in a research conducted at the Berkeley Subjective Wealth Inequality in the United States since 1913. The study shows a graph that highlights the proportion of wealth distribution and relates that to the total number of riches that have a certain amount of wealth. Right at the time of World War, more than 25% of the total wealth was concentrated with just around 1% of the total population. After the war in 1948, this percentage decreased and bottomed around 7% among the 1% of the total population. After that, since 1978, if you look at the graph, this number has been rising till 2013. Around 23% of the total wealth was concentrated with just 1% of the population. This is the cycle that Ray has been speaking about throughout the interview. This cycle has all the chances of repeating. If it repeats, we can say that there could be a warlike situation once again as the dollar value decreases and the entire economy destabilizes. Things do sound a bit scary now, don't they? A major reason for the money being printed is the rise in the power in the hands of the governments. The government may choose the easier path for obvious reasons. However, this easier path comes with a lot of problems, as we will be discussing ahead in this video. As the government feels the need for more money, it starts taking debts, which consequently eradicates the fear of bad times that could potentially strike. As a result, the total amount of debt increases that turn into bubbles. However, only up until we touch the limitations of these bubbles. As the central bank becomes unable to easily create money and credit, these limitations start turning apparent. When the government can't charge enough interest, they move into the next monetary policy that includes printing money. This leads to a huge wealth gap. That is, the difference between those who have a financial asset to those who do not have financial assets. This makes the situation even worse, leading to a conflict. To avoid such a situation, the central bank has very limited options available with it. It could either tax the people that further could lead to taking out the money from the economy. That certainly would not be the right thing to do when the economy already isn't having enough flow. The second option is that it has to cut expenses. However, this is also not possible because the needs will stop being fulfilled. This leaves the central bank in an awkward position and therefore is forced to print more money, leading to all that we have been discussing throughout the video and ending up with the very first statement we made: concentration of money among a few and the history getting repeated. Do you see where things are going? What are your thoughts on it? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and check out our other valuable videos. See you soon at Financial Insights.